What is going on, everyone? So the Black Ops 6 beta is now a couple days into it, and one of the most common complaints I've been hearing is in regards to the Scorestreak system. A lot of people don't like how expensive the Scorestreaks are in this game, and that's honestly not my own issue with the Scorestreak system. I personally am okay with them being quite expensive. I just want them to be loopable. I think that's like my main problem with the streak system here, but I wanted to do a video to talk about how to earn Scorestreaks faster, because I do feel like a lot of people are missing some of the tips and tricks you can do in order to get the streaks even faster in this game. So basically the reason why streaks are so expensive in this game is because they basically have a whole class style built around streaks in this game. You just have to make your perks very specific in order to get these benefits. So here is the perk layout you should be using to earn streaks faster. Now, of course, a lot of people aren't taking advantage of the combat specialty system in this game, mainly because they just don't want to be forced to use specific perk colors. They want to be able to use whatever perks they want on their classes. But I gotta tell you, if you use this specific combat specialty, you will be earning streaks faster. So of course, if you look at the combat specialties, there's Enforcer, which is if you use all red perks, Recon if you use all blue perks, and then Strategist if you use all green perks. And we're going to be specifically looking at Strategist. So what Strategist does is if you use all green perks in your main perk slots, you earn a score bonus for objectives and destroying enemy content. And then you also get to see enemy content through walls, through a short distance, and you deploy equipment and field upgrades faster, which is just kind of like an extra bonus. It's not really has anything to do with the score streaks itself, but that first part where you earn a score bonus for objectives and destroying enemy content is absolutely huge. So just to put this into perspective, if you destroy an enemy assault pack, which is like the ammo crates that you can throw down as a field upgrade, which have been very common in the beta so far, lots of people use those, I see them all over the place. If you destroy those normally without this specialty, you get 25 score, which isn't anything crazy. If you destroy 4 of them, you get 100 score. But with the Strategist combat specialty, you will actually get a 50 bonus on top of the 25 score, which means you get 75 score for destroying those assault packs. That is absolutely insane. That's almost as much as just getting a singular kill just for destroying an enemy assault pack. The same goes for trophy systems and a lot of other pieces of equipment, and I'm sure when the full game has a lot more equipment in it, there's going to be a lot more equipment all around the map that you'll be able to find, and if you destroy it, you get that bonus. It is pretty huge, and you also get a bonus for objective play. A lot of different objectives, whether it's capturing a domination flag or a hard point, you get a lot of times a 50 bonus on top of the score you're already getting for the objective itself. That adds up a lot to the point where you're going to be getting a lot more score and you will be earning your streaks faster. They literally have a built-in class system for getting streaks. And that's not where it stops. If you look at the actual perks itself, there are 2 perks in this game that will also help you get streaks faster. So one of the perks you will have to use for the Strategist combat specialty anyways, and this is of course Dispatcher. Dispatcher essentially just makes it so streaks that are non-lethal, like UAVs and counter UAVs, will be earnable quicker, essentially. So it makes the UAV go from 675 score to earn, which is a lot for a UAV, of course, down to 500, which is obviously more in line with what it used to be in older Call of Duties, at least most of them. So that's obviously a lot easier already. Now it goes from being like almost 7 kills to get to only 5 kills. Of course, if you're playing the objective, it'll be a lot less, but you know what I mean. It's just a lot less. But then if you also use Perk Greed and then run the Bankroll perk, which is basically anti-up from Black Ops 3, which it makes you automatically spawn in with an extra 150 score, it'll make that 500 score for the UAV go down to 350. So now the UAV is only 350 score, which is obviously a lot less to get and is way more in line with like classic Call of Duties plus using Hardline in some of the older games. And usually Hardline was like the only perk that would make getting streaks faster in most Call of Duties, but this game you literally have 3 different perks that you can use. Also the Scout Pulse, which is like the personal UAV, if you run that with those 2 perks, you will literally be able to get your Scout Pulse in 1 kill. I am not kidding. It is 100 score to get the Scout Pulse. Normally it's 400, but if you run Bankroll and Dispatcher, it's quite literally only 1 kill to get. It's insane. In terms of perk 1 and perk 3, I run Flak Jacket and Quartermaster because obviously you need to use the green perks, and right now for perk 1, Flak Jacket is the only strategist perk in there. Now, I believe Tac Mask is going to be added to this perk 1 as well, so if you would prefer to run Tactical Mask, you can run Tactical Mask instead, but Flak Jacket is the one I've been running just because again, you need to run the green perks. And then for perk 3, you do have the choice between either Quartermaster or Guardian, but I've been using Quartermaster because Quartermaster makes your equipment recharge over time, which means you can actually recharge your stims over time, and to me that's a lot more useful than literally anything else you can get in the game. So I've been doing that. I think this is the best perk loadout you can have for earning streaks faster, and I highly recommend it. I do think that you're going to make some changes, though. I think enough people have been complaining about the streaks being too hard to get, but from my perspective, I'm fine with streaks being harder to get. I'm honestly fine with you having to center your class around it a bit, making it kind of like your specialty, your specific thing that you like to go for, because that's my thing. I love to go for streaks, so I'm always going to be happy to go for, any sort of class design that fits more in line with getting streaks quicker. But I do want them to be loopable. That's all I care about, because if they're already going to be harder to get than usual, let us loop them. If we are good enough to earn them, then we should be able to loop them. And I hope the full game has a lot more streaks, because right now we only have 6. That is not enough streaks whatsoever. They got to add a lot more, and hopefully there's a lot of high tier ones that are like 2,000 score to get. That would be really fun to try to go for. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you guys have to say about this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace out.